All right, first and foremost, want to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Ruachah Kodash. Double honors due to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, and peace, blessings, and safety to the Lord's elect. This is the brother Yeshaya. And I'm going to go into basically Babylon the Great, aka America, is a big reunion of the 12 tribes. All right, because if you know the history, you got to know the mystery, the history to do the mystery. So the Assyrian Empire, the 10 tribes came over here. Now you might ask, well, there's 12 tribes, and I know there's three that it makes up Judah, or well, the I'll just say Southern Kingdom, and then you got the Northern Kingdom, right? So these are the 10 tribes, Salakia. Verse 39 of 2nd Ezra 13 and 39. And whereas thou sawest that he gathered another peaceable multitude unto him, and it's talking about Yahweh Shai. Those are the twin. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanassar, the king of Assyria, led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land. All right, and that land, okay, is Babylon the Great, aka America. And they had to go through the waters, and they had to maneuver through the waters because you can't just get on a boat and think you're going or a ship and go wherever you want to go. All right, the Lord set it up to where you have canalways and basically currents that flow in a certain spot to, basically carry ships. And you have to know those certain spots to go to where you're going, right? So, yeah. But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt, that they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land. So there you go. All right. That they might there keep their statutes where they never kept in their own land. So that's why they fled. All right. The captivity to praise, to give praise to Yahushua, Yahweh Bashem, Yahushua. All right. And the what is it? I don't even want to call it like a tale, but of a Kaziquato. All right, I think I said it right. The fiery flying serpent. That's Yahushua, and he visited them over here, and this is going to show you that it's a pathway, or to and currents that carry these ships, and they entered into Euphrates by the narrow places of the river. For the Most High then showed signs for them and held still the flood that till they were passed over. So it was a large amount of water in the way, or it was it was basically blocking the way, right? Because the Lord has it set up to where you can only go certain places. So there's gonna be blocks and storms and all type of stuff. Let me see. Through that country, there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half. And the same region is called Arsareth. So that is a code name for Babylon the Great. And also, it took a year and a half. And, King Solomon used to send his navy over here to find, the scriptures say peacocks and baboons, but I mean, pretty much gold, because Ophir is another word for America, or another code name for America. The scriptures say the fine gold of Ophir. For through that country, there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half, and the same region is called Arsareth. Then dwelt they there until the latter time, and now when they shall begin to come, the highest shall stay the springs of the stream again, that they may go through. Therefore sawest thou the multitude with peace. So that peaceable multitude that navigated over here, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, is the northern kingdom, all right, from Ephraim down to Issachar. So going to the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 3, and there appeared a great woman wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. And she being with child cried, travailing in birth, and pain to be delivered. And there appeared another woman wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his head. So the beast, Verse 4. And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth. And that's talking about the Roman Empire. Okay, the dragon, the Western Roman Empire, that dragon, okay, basically taken captive, or basically Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, for the most part being over there, because you had sprinkles of the other tribes over there as well. All of them didn't go over to America. And also when I read in 2nd Esdras, the 13th chapter, it said the 10. All right, because Levi is not considered, well, it's considered a tribe now, but basically, what was it? Levi's the Lord's inheritance or something like that. Levi, my inheritance. Let's see. I'm just yeah, but they had the priesthood, okay, and I forgot where it was. Yeah, but yeah, so Levi had that special, relationship with the Lord, all right, being priest, and I forgot. I'm gonna look after. This is the book of Amos, chapter 9, and verse 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof. And I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. So the throne of David, because it's going to be Yahushua's kingdom. But the second-hand man in charge is going to be our King David. And the breaches is basically all the differences from the tribes, Judah, Ephraim, and all that. So he's closing up the breaches thereof right now as we speak. All right. So prophecy. The book of Baruch, chapter 2, verse 30. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. So we're over here in the land of our captivities, and we're surnaming ourselves after Jacob. Okay, whatever your prospective tribe is, hey, that's what we're doing, and we're standing up on our feet as pursuant to what Ezekiel 37. So on to the next. This is running kind of long. Me and brother got to go to camp. I'm going to get the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, and verse 33. And it reads, and the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. And I shall kindle a fire in his cities, and it shall devour all round about him. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast and refused to let them go. So we all were in captivities, and different perspective captivities. All right. You had the conquistadors and the Spanish Inquisition. I forgot what it's called. Basically, it started in Spain. All right. Then you had chattel slavery. Okay, over here in the Americas. All right. Slovakia, what's going on? All right. Yeah, lost my train of thought. Satanism, boy. Yeah, thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. So you had because they were already over here. Okay, they were already in the Americas. All right. So they went into captivity first, and then we got over here, and we got we had to serve our captivity, right? Like 1619 or something like that. So yeah, we were oppressed together. So there's no reason to look at your brother a certain way. I'm talking about, if you're a so-called Negro and the other one is a so-called Hispanic, Isaiah 11:13. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. So that's what I mentioned earlier. So that closing up of the breaches, all right, that we read earlier, that this is what it's talking about, and these are the two main tribes of the two kingdoms, northern and the southern kingdoms, all right. And this is the last one right here. This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 17. Ephraim is joined to 16, 15. Hosea 4:15. Though thou Israel play the harlot, yet let not Judah offend, and come not ye unto Gilgal, neither go ye up to Bethaven, nor swear the Lord Yahweh liveth. For Israel slideth back as a backsliding heifer. Now the Lord Yahweh will feed them as a lamb in a large place. Ephraim is joined to idols, let him alone. So, yeah, they mentioned both of the tribes, and, Ephraim is joined into idols. You see it now, okay? Most of them are Catholic or Christian, okay? And this is actually talking about the history, of Ephraim, but it still applies today. So, hopefully that was edifying. I'm ending with that, giving all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachaha, Wadash. Double honors due to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and safety to the Lord's elect out there. Shalom.